Well, g'day mate, good to see you back. Right, this subject is how to service your Chinese made fuel tank, so but make sure you're in frame here. A bit more heavy than usual, that'll do. Right, I've shown how to pull these things out, it's pretty simple. There's few little techniques and tricks of these things when it comes to servicing. I thought I'd try and show all the rubber AV mounts that I've got available around here anyway. There's all different sizes as you can see. I've got quite a few of them. I've got the big ones. I've only found 2 spaces for the big ones, so I'll probably find more of them. I've got lots and lots of small ones, but I'll get to that in a sec. Now, I have to do a fuel line. So that's a fuel line, so for a Chinese saw, they're not all the same. There is differences. These saws have so many variants, it's not funny. But like just for one AV mount. So there's one with steel and there's one with plastic. So it's just little things like that, like you wouldn't believe. One goes in, one doesn't. So there's so many different little things. So your saw might be a little different. Some of them have a small hole where the fuel line goes in. Like this one's way too big. But I'll show you how to do one if you do have a small hole. Some sizes, when they come to like the other variant of the Chinese saw, I think the 37cc's, they will be smaller. Shall I show you how to fix that? I'll show you something similar, but you get the end of your fuel line, like so, and cut as thin as you can on an angle, or just cut it on an angle I should say, not thin as you can. Yes. Trying to cut, I wish I had some scissors. Anyway, trying to be best. So cut to a point like that. I get it close to a point like that. Or you can go more if you want. Now, what you do is you feed for that hole, and you're gonna have to push hard as you can, and finally get started and feed through as much as you can. It will hurt your fingers a bit, but you gotta push it in, push it in, push it in. Then once you got to that point where it's protruding, say a little, say an inch, 30 centimeters. Get some long nose pliers if you've got them. If not, borrow some. Reach into the tank. Reach in the tank. Put the fuel line out to about there. And put your fuel filter on. So that's it, and you have to make sure you cut your fuel line to the right length. So you leave yourself going by this. So say that much, but always cut a bit more. Put it all back together. Feed it, make sure it looks right, and give myself as much as I can, because later on the fuel line, if it gets old and brittle, you can cut a piece off and put it on if that's possible, but sometimes it's not, but just a little bit, mate, because these guys, they make their saws to a price, so they won't give you nothing for free, so always cut them just a little bit longer. Right, these ones, let's get rid of that stuff there. It's similar to doing that. Just do enough of this. So, this is the part that goes into the tank. You can tell it's a bit wider. Not all these are the same either. Sometimes they're a bit different, but majority of the time like this. Now this is a Pharmatech filter I just bought. I don't know if they just started making these or not, but you gotta have weights. There's a bit of metal in this, or lead or aluminium or something. It's a bit heavy, but it's got to be weighted, so when you turn your saw all different ways, cutting sideways or whatever upwards, these go to the bottom of where the fuel is, otherwise the motor stalls. So get this piece here, and you gotta collapse it through the hole. So I'll come up close for you. Collapse it, push it through the hole like that. Now it's got a like a tapered end, so it pushes in, and you gotta push it all the way. This clips to this centerpiece here, so it becomes tight, fuel tight. If I can't get that pushing that, this we need long nose pliers again. There's no ways out of it, guys. Reach in there. Now, another way to do that, get my wire. I got some tie wire, some smaller gauge fencing wire. Make a hook. So there's a hook. Reach into your tank. This works when you have a fuel filter. At the moment, I don't think I can. So we've got it so I can get it closer to me. I'll get all of it. Be gentle. The pliers, you're not gentle, will wreck the tube. If you stretch it just a bit, the fuel line will stretch and get narrower and will pop in. So now the fuel line's gone back in the tank, but always make sure to give a bit of a twist to make sure it's seated properly. Now reach back in, grab the fuel line. So I've got the fuel line. Put the new filter on it. Actually, I'll let go of the fuel line now. I'll hang on to it by hand. Just stretch it up a bit. This is why I want to cut it a bit longer. Just push it on. You want a good fit. So you can see that's fully on. Push it back into the tank and done. So while you got it all apart, you might as well renew the line. You can buy packs of these on AliExpress if you want. I think it's all a 10 pack for like, next to nothing basically, but I have that many saws I find for a guy I know who runs a lawnmower shop. From time to time he cleans out, so I just go to the saws and part them out to what I need to do when I'm mucking around with these. But let's show you that. Now, I'll show you this now. So we'll go back to the tank. Now, these were Steve's. Pretty sure they were Steve's. They're shiny and new looking. These two here. So, with these rubbers, you see they got a groove just here. You gotta push these in till they reach that groove. Like that. Push them back until you feel like they click. Right, so that's ready to go back together. They're ready to go back like that. So that's it, guys. It's not hard. Sometimes the tanks fall apart with the breather. That's a breather valve, so as your fuel gets sucked out, that allows air back in the tank and also stops the fuel running out if you're doing odd jobs and going sideways or whatever else. But they don't play up very often. They push in like a spear. So once you push it in, that's it. That black rubber part stays there, but that there was hardly ever fall apart. I've seen one and I think that's because they ran the store over. But so yeah, that's it, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll put Steve's tank back on the motor soon, and then you see how that goes. And then we'll rebuild the motor. All right. Can't wait to hear it run. See you later.